welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter World I.C.E, where today we are going to talk a little bit about what the light bowgun got for its change with the I.C.E. There's a lot of numerical changes that will be, again, if you want to check out all of them, the link to the mods in the description, and you can always go reading down to find your weapon there. But the general change that this weapon got is its melee attack got something called hyper armor. So the way I kind of think of this, from what I've read in the description about it, and what you'll be seeing on screen now, is that it kind of reminds me of like the tackle attack that you got in Monster Hunter Rise for the switch skill, where you could kind of like tank a hit, but trade a little bit of damage through it. Like, we're going to try it out this episode, see what it plays like, how it feels. But it really, to me, sounds a lot like how that operated. You don't really... You kind of can get a reward for timing it right. It's a little odd, but I am kind of curious to try it out, just because I don't think the Heavy Bowgun had much use of the melee attack at all beforehand in, like, World or Iceborne. You might have been able to use it to, like, get some knockout damage like I was using with the light bowgun, but because of the slower movement speed with the Heavy Bowgun, it'd be a lot different proposition trying to use it, whereas with this hyper armor thing, it might have some interesting use. Okay, so yeah, this is just following up after last episode. We hunt Gerardus. We're trying to prep for an Anjanath hunt. Oh my, Anjanath is one nasty monster. You better make sure you go in doubly prepared. Now, down to business. The reason I called you over is we're having a slight problem here in botanical research, and we need your skills dealing with it. You see, we're trying to develop some tools, specialized tools for hunters to be exact, something we'd like to make standard issue. But a Tobi-Kadachi in the forest has been thwarting all our attempts to collect materials we need. You take care of it, won't you? Here, take this. This is the first tool we managed to complete. I hope you find it useful. There's more where that one came from. But only if you can take care of our little problem. Thank you and good luck. Yeah, there's our first mantle. Another system that... Again, I feel like you kind of focused that the mantles could have been done a little bit better to give each one more property or, like, better role. I think it came down to a lot is once you would get, like, I think it was from Lunastra, like, the gold mantle, I can't remember what it's called, but basically like gave you auto evade or invulnerability for a little bit with it on. But once you had that, you didn't have much use for the other mantles, so yeah, it didn't really become a thing you would bring out. But you know what, we will stop and eat, and I want to go for health this time around if I can. Unpredictable, I guess we'll go for that. My thinking is, because if we're going to try this hyper armor melee attack out, we're going to want to have a little bit of extra health, because it's not going to like be an invulnerability counter thing. It's going to be, I think you'll take a lot less damage if you time it right, but that does need you to time it right, which I might not be the best at. But we'll give it a go, show it off, and see what it's like. Yeah, so let's talk to the handler and get going on this. If we hunt that Tobi-Kadachi, we can supply all our hunters with specialized tools like that ghillie mantle. It'll make life out in the field much easier. The more toys, tools, whatever, the better. You can take it for a spin when we go out on our next hunt. I'm sure it'll be useful, but you gotta get used to it first. Yeah, so slot that down to 1. Yeah, let's start from base camp 1. I should even see about trying to find the other base camps while I'm out here, too. One thing about having, like, focusing mostly on just trying to go through the urgent story bits, I guess I should cover everything, so I should at least, like, go see the optional quests, is that there are some things that you kind of might bypass running about, focus too hard. Just gotta give it a moment, and then we should be good to head out. And I have the special scope as, like, the bowgun mod currently for the Heavy Bowgun. I still gotta try that out, because that was one thing I tried a little bit using towards the end of Iceborne. I think it was a little janky for me. Just, like, I think the, like, depth of field and stuff like that of trying to use it can be a little weird.
Hey, partner. In order to use one of your specialized tools, you'll need to equip it from the item bar. They're used just like any regular item, but their effects only last for a limited amount of time. If the tool you're using stops working, don't worry. It'll recharge after a while.
Now let's get everything loaded up and prepped. Now, Tobi I don't think is going to be a difficult hunt at all. It might be a good monster to try this, like, melee attack change out with, because... Although I can't remember if he had the ranged attack in World and Iceborne. I feel like he did, but it was very rare compared to, like, how often he'll do it there. Or it'll do it there. Let's see what we can find track-wise. That could be... That might be Tobi tracks. It doesn't look like Anjanath, because I think Anjanath is it's pretty familiar as, like, the, Oh yeah, it's definitely Tobi tracks. Anjanath is more like a classic T-Rex footprint that you'll come across. Just follow the scout flies, and they should bring us... There, some more tracks. Yeah, so we've got the trail there, but I still just want to go through. Oh, we might actually have Anjanath active on the map, too, because, like, looking at the... Possibly Anjanath? Oh, yeah, Anjanath. I was going to say maybe Rathian. But no, definitely Anjanath. Okay. Might as well snag you for the stamina boost. And we should find more tracks up here. I mean, I still really don't mind the scout flies. I guess for some people, if they were really focused on, like, not wanting them, I guess maybe they would be a nuisance after a little bit. But I don't know. I still just find it kind of like as a nice little tracking tool that doesn't really get in the way too much. Oh, then I do admit, I do like that the special scope actually does, like, get attached to the heavy bowgun. It's something they didn't have to do with it, but it's just a nice little detail to actually see it in action. Yeah, so Tobi's probably in his usual nest area. Just want to get all the tracks I can to help that along. Nope, there's a little bit more. Here we go. I also do like, too, because the cutscenes are fully in-game, whatever time you're going out on the hunt is exactly what you'll see for the monster intros. There's Snack Squirrel. Yeah, not going to. And I guess the idea is because Tobi is a little bit more of a faster hitting monster.
You've been hit with Thunderbolt.
Ow. Yeah, this is probably going to be a cart. Yeah. Okay, I was hoping I had a little more health, I could take some more damage, just because trying this out, it is basically going to throw me in against a lot of hits. Try to get the feel for it. But it's not like it's a shoulder tackle, like how... like that switch skill is in Rise and Sunbreak. This is more the melee attack. If you connect it while the monster's attacking, you'll get a trade-off. I think I kind of pulled it off a bit for, like, the one lunge attack. But the rest of the timing, I gotta read a bit better for it. Yeah, I'm probably going to need the Mega Potions, actually. I know it's kind of reckless and stupid to be trying to use this, but, I mean, what better chance than trial by fire? Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. I think I traded it.
You've been hit with Thunderblight. Be careful. You'll get stunned more easily now.
Uh-oh. I thought I had a... Uh-oh. Right, gotta be careful of him while we're in Thunderblight. Because it's very easy to get knocked into a daze or stun. Not what I meant to do. I was actually going to try to, Yeah, let's do this just to tenderize them and try to make this a little easier. Okay, why am I equipping the special scope with that? So, I might have to check the controls, but I guess if you have the special scope in your inventory, holding the zoom in and, like, trying to perform the melee attack actually equips the scope, which I do not like at all. Okay, get off. Or, nope. I guess that's a way to get rid of it. I think if the shortcut is right, that would be handy to have. It's just that it's not really good for when you're in the middle of combat and you're trying to use, like, this hyper armor. Okay, you move off. Okay, I wanted that. There we go. Yeah, let me check controls, because I didn't think that was... Okay, well, actually, let me check camera, too, because I thought I had it to type 3. Yeah, it does say it is type 3. It felt like it was still, like, following after the monster, even though I have it set to that. There might be a little bit more stuff to configure. Uh-oh. We may have a turf war. Yeah, I think we're going to have a turf war. Toby, you should not be ticking off the Anjanath. And this is why you should not be ticking off the Anjanath.
Monsters are fighting each other? We can use this to our advantage.
Oh, why are you coming after me? Now let's heal up, snag the shiny, and try to follow who we're actually after here. Okay, yeah, I don't think Anjanath will follow us, because he wasn't enraged. I mean, it could be handy to have... Nah, Great Jaggers, I think they're just going to be a bit of a nuisance here. And that was a whiff. Okay, I kind of like these two to split up, but I don't know if they will. At least that was one nice thing about them lining up, is I was able to get those off pretty well. Oh, again, I keep forgetting that equips the special scope. No, but that is Tobi limping. Yeah, having read up on the changes for, like, what I.C.E. does for certain weapons, there's not really a big change to the bow, like, mechanic swaps or that. It's basically just the sticky targeting is removed, and... what was the other thing? Sticky target removed. The power shots didn't have that bias to, like, aiming more to the right than the reticle, so that's been made more symmetrical. It's been nothing like the light bowgun or the heavy bowgun's gotten for changes all that much. Let's just do this. There we go. And see if this'll be enough to... Anjanath, you bugger. Ooh. Guess I got blindsided there by him. Oh, got me in this tree stump. That's one thing that I kind of like, for convenience, the monsters didn't really fight each other in Rise. Just because, again, having the two in tight quarters like that, and with how our armor is pretty weak, because this is still, like, beginner stuff. Alright, what's the best way back there? I think it's... Alright, is it up here? But yeah, I definitely gotta get us proper armor. And also try to remember how the heck I get to that one little route that takes us back out. Okay, here we go. Research bounty complete from that, at least. Right. No, it's a little bit more down this way. This is it. This is where I'm going to use the Ghillie Mantle, just because it should let us sneak through here without Anjanath getting ticked off. Oh, well, you guys have fun. Yeah, Tobi's just asleep up here. I'm going to take the heavy bowgun out for another episode just because there wasn't really a good showing I could get for trying the hyper armor. I'm going to need a lot of practice getting the timing of it right. Oh, wait, that's right. He's down here, isn't he? Yeah, he's in that little sleepy spot. Okay. All nice and snug, and then I come along for the rude interruption. Oh wow, I'm kind of surprised he's still, like... okay after that, or, like, didn't get taken out. Oh, Toby had more health left in him than I thought. Ooh. That might have been the hyper armor at work, because you can see I got a chunk of health taken off from the attack. But we didn't get knocked out through it. I mean, I'm still going to take the heavy bowgun out next episode. The bow, there's not really much difference I can show off with it, so I'll probably use it for an episode just to, like, hunt with it. But yeah, there's nothing I can really showcase that Ice has changed for it. And then next week, I'll probably focus on showing off the weapons that I've been requested to, like, talk about any changes or things that they've had. So, like, Greatsword, Gun Lance. Because the Greatsword sounds like it's gotten quite a bit of a change to try to make it have both a raw viability for its builds, like I think it was in base Iceborne, and then also a possible elemental combo build. Like, I'll talk about that when we get to that episode, but yeah, I'm going to take Heavy Bowgun out again for next episode, try to show off the hyper armor of the melee attack now, and then next week we'll go into those two weapons, the Gun Lance and Greatsword. Well, that's something for an end screen. Now, I'll just take everything back. I do have to look at probably making us some new armor soon, just because we were getting hit for some decent damage from a lot of the attacks. Yeah, there's everything there. And we'll head back to Astera. I think we'll actually be, with Toby hunted, that'll put us in position to go after Anjanath now.
You're just the awesomest.
Oh, my dear hunter, I could kiss you. Thanks to you, all hunters will get to enjoy the benefits of our specialized tools. Which reminds me, I planted an ancient tree seed, mostly out of curiosity. Believe it or not, this time it's sprouted. They are quite peculiar in that they draw from surrounding life to grow, and perhaps a little fertilizer. I'll spare you the details. What I'm trying to get at is, are there items that you use heavily? Perhaps I could leverage the tree's properties and a little fertilizer to grow more of what you need. Just ask and you shall receive. And there's basically the farm opened up for us.
Come see me. I've got an urgent quest.
Okay, we'll handle that in just a moment. But yeah, we'll just get a little preview of the Astera farm here.
Getting bigger all the time.
Happy to see you around these parts. You've seen our ancient tree before, haven't you? Just when I thought it was a little sprout, it grew into this giant tree in a blink of an eye. And now we're ready for a little research. You want to get your hands on more items, right? We'll use this ancient tree to help us cultivate even more items for you to use. What was it you needed again? Yeah, so then, basically tutorial, just to say, choose your item, it'll get multiplied, or whatever. There's nothing really I need, so I'll just probably leave that. But yeah, for now, I think we'll just dump the items I've got. I do gotta see what I need for making another armor, or even upgrading this one. I don't even know if I have armor spheres yet. Let me just head up and take a look on that. But next episode, we'll tackle what this next story beat is, show off the heavy bowgun a little bit more, and then see going forward. Like, granted, there's not really much to see with the heavy bowgun for, like, the attack, because it's not like there's new animations or anything tied to it. It's more so just how it mechanically can differ. Okay, but yeah, let me see armor. It might be worth it trying making the Tobi set, because it does have a thing of a Evade Extender already in its low rank. Yeah, I should figure out something to make. It's not going to be any of, like, these special ones down here. Yeah, I'll figure something out. I have not done any of my usual Monster Hunter where it's like, go out, gather, make a few sets to try out. This has been super oriented. I could do that, just bring it up a couple, because, like, what is the armor ranking of, like, Kadachi? 16, so yeah, it'd probably be better, instead of upgrading this, just to make a new set. But for now, we will end this episode, Monster Hunter World I.C.E. right here. Let's just wave us out and end the episode. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, you should give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.